Race number 6 then at Sha Tin. We're into Class 4 company here over the 1400 metres with a field of 14 to head to post. They're headed by Casemiro, second up for the season. Good third to Land Power. First up, that was also over the 1400 metres. Romantic Combo down in class as he returns. Zhang Yin also 1 star behind King's Capital over the 1400 metres. Amigo's Giggle placed in all 3 starts so far. Blinkers off, cheek pieces on. Gets barrier 14. Blake Shin in the saddle. Laputa had 1 star behind King's Capital as well, beaten 4 lengths there. Thunderstrike is first up since July. Kung Fu Tea won over course and distance in Class 5 company last season, working down through brilliant. China gets much better draw this Friday afternoon from barrier 3. Easy Fortune comes up in class without winning it. And Gallant Cavalier, Tony Millard, Matthew Poon from barrier number 2, finished last on his last start when we saw him in July. Tom.
Well, we'll see if Amigo's Giggle can get across from gate number 14 and lead what looks to be a very open race. He's got Blake Shin and the blinkers are off, the cheek pieces go on. Country Boy should receive a nice run through from gate number 4. He went forward. He has done certainly in his last 3 anyway. Romantic Combo coming into, this is put on 42 pounds. He is first up. Thunderstrike shouldn't be too far from the action, and neither should Brilliant China. He's got a much better draw this time round. So it comes in 10 spots to gate number 3.
OK, we'll come back and have a look in due course at Amigo's Giggle. We're going to start off, though, with Laputa and his jockey, Vincent Ho.
Vincent, you ride Laputa again. Had he run his race before the start last time with the spook he got on the way to the barriers?
Yeah, he jumped slightly slow that day. Hopefully better tomorrow.
Did he travel nicely on the rail after jumping slow?
Yeah, he did, actually. It gave me a good feel. And still on a little bit on the weak side, probably first race of the meeting, you know, and it should be a lot better tomorrow, and he felt better when he worked, so I'm happy with him.
He stays at 1400 metres. Is that still the best distance for him second up?
At the moment, yes, I think so.
Will he get further over time as he strengthens up as a racehorse?
Yep, definitely, and but for sure at the moment I think keeping 14 is a right decision.
There you go, that's Laputa and Vincent Ho. Mark McNamara doing the questions at track work for us this week. We'll keep rolling, so we've got a few key races to get through. Casemiro, Paul, here, and Brilliant China, as I mentioned before, has fared much better at the barrier draw.
Yeah, so a good draw from him. Look, I didn't get quite either one of these in. Casemiro was a better run from him running third. He's drawn awkwardly in barrier 13. He'll get back, but he has got back in the past and run well, but he didn't quite make it in for me.
I put in Casemiro because he's got a good association with Jerry Chow. Jerry's had 3 rides aboard the horse for 2 wins and a minor placing. And the other one, Brilliant China, didn't quite get him in, but does interest me a little that he has drawn better this time round, and he has run some decent races. OK, Amigo's Giggle, it seems to all hinge to a certain extent on what happens from barrier number 14 as far as he's concerned, Tom. Certainly does, whether he can get across him if he's got the sufficient speed to do so. He has been back to the trials since this effort, and Zach Purton rode him. He was 4th in that trial. I thought he stayed on well enough there, and been around single figures every start, Paul. He's slowly getting there. He's a winner waiting to happen, I think. And look, this form, he's second behind Packing Victory here. If he can get across from 14, I think he can win this race. He stayed on nice enough here, and it was a good run. Yeah, Packing Victory came out and won again since. He's unbeaten in 3 starts. Blake Shin was a guest on Hong Kong Direct this week, and we did touch on Amigo's Giggle, so make sure you have a look at that. Get Blake's thoughts there. Final race we can have a look at is Kung Fu Tea and Country Boy, finishing 3rd and 5th respectively, Paul, behind Solar Power. Yeah, I found a spot for Kung Fu Tea. I think, like, he showed last season that there is ability there with him, and this wasn't a bad run behind Solar Power, I thought. Solar Power sort of nicked the race in front, so he stayed on nicely enough. I think with this run under his belt, he deserves to go in. Yeah, last start he was wide with no cover, but look, he stayed on OK at the end there, did Kung Fu Tea between runners. And to Country Boy, he went forward, raced handy, and just only weakened or so over the last 100 metres, just knocked up there late. Very even contest again, Paul. 5.1 about our favourite Romantic Combo. Yeah, he goes in on a minor line Romantic Combo even, but I'm going to go with Amigo's Giggle, he says, laughing. So he's on top. Look, barrier 14 is the only question mark. Can get across easy enough, comes out of a strong form race, and he's been placed in all 3 of his starts. He's on top. Now, Thunderstrike, I liked his work leading this, and he showed some ability last term as well. He should get into a really nice position on the speed map, so he goes in there for second. Then Kung Fu Tea and the favourite Romantic Combo, 5, 8, 9, 2. 5, 11, 7 and 1. I've gone with Amigo's Giggle as well on the provision that he can sort of get across them and dictate and hopefully kick off that Amigo's Giggle. Brilliant China. I did actually squeak him in the end. He settled near the rear and did little last time out, but his prior runs when he'd been in the market at 8 and 5.5 I thought were quite good. La Puta, I've had a little bit of time for La Puta, keeps improving, bigger price there, and Casemiro makes it in as well. So 5, 11, 7 and 1.
5 and 9 is my cue there. Actually, just slightly favour Kung Fu Tea because of the draw, but even contest again. Race number 6. That is a Class 4 over the 1400.